Hey guys, so today I decided to do a JMU Q&A for you guys. I was asked a few questions in my last video, so I decided to answer them, and I'll also just tell you a little bit of things I feel you need to know before you come here. If you decide to come here, or if you feel like you're deciding to come here, like you're trying to figure out if you want to come here or not. If it's not your first choice, like stuff like that. Because JMU wasn't my first choice at all. But it was like I put it on my list. It was like number 3 on my list, and I applied to 4 schools. So yeah. So let's get to these questions. They're on my laptop. So let's figure them out. I'm actually in my bed right now. That's why there's like pillows behind me, and I keep my calendar right by my bed. So everything is up here. I'm actually like, you guys are sitting on, well, you guys, the camera is sitting on my footboard. I actually, like, at the beginning of the year, I bought a headboard, but my bed is put so high that like there wouldn't have been any room underneath for my head, so I decided to put it as a footboard. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know? So there's 8 questions here, and then I will just say what I have to say. So the first question, is it true about the girl to guy ratio? Is there a noticeable difference? Can you please describe how it's like on campus? So let's just break this down. There's 3 questions actually in this one question. Is it true about the girl to guy ratio? Yes, it is true, but it's not noticeable. There are plenty of more girls here than guys. The only time it'll be noticeable is Greek week, or rush week, whenever like all the girls are rushing and they're just everywhere. And then when decision day comes, I don't know what the actual day is called, but when decision day comes, like when you find out what sorority you're in, it's crazy. They convene on the quad, and all the sororities come, and they like sing and chant and scream, and they're all dressed up, and they throw chalk. It's crazy. So that's like pretty much the only day like there's a noticeable difference. But other than that, like, it's not really noticeable. You'll see 5,000 guys a day and 5,000 girls a day. It's just, you see a new face all the time, literally. And the last part of the question was, can you please describe how it's like on campus? How it's like on campus. If you mean like girl to guy, like, it's just like any other school around here. If you mean what it's like to live here on campus, it's actually pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought it would be really hard to do things, get places, like, because you know when you're in high school, especially your junior and senior year, when you have your license and you're, you know, able to drive anywhere, go anywhere, but your freshman year you don't have your car, I thought it would be so hard to get anywhere. It kind of was at first, until I started making friends off campus who like live off campus, and then they would come and get me. Like, always try to like make friends with people older than you. Try to make friends that are like at least sophomores, just so that they can guide you. I've always been the type of person to not exactly like staying with my class. I like to be friends with older people, just because like I feel like the baby, and they can guide me through my years here. And I have made 3 incredible friends. Like, I've been here almost 2 months, maybe 2 months, and like I seriously don't know what I'd do without them. And being with them, like, I learned all the bus routes and stuff like that. JMU has a bus system that is free for students. So basically, and there's bus stops everywhere here. 2, how diverse is the campus? You want the truth? This campus is not diverse, really. It is about 78% white. Um, does that sound bad when I say it? I don't really. It's true. It's about. I think the actual number is like 77.8 or something like that. But it's about 78% white here. Everyone knows it as the white party school, I guess. Um, but yeah, it's not. I mean, you will find all walks of life here. Diversity doesn't just run, race deep. It also runs, where you're from, anything. So like, you find people here from all over, like, the East Coast. I know people from there's a crap ton of people here from New Jersey. A lot of people here from Pennsylvania. A few from New York. I actually have a friend who's from Connecticut. A lot of us are from Virginia, but we all know, like, Nova and the rest of Virginia are, like, two completely different states, so you still learn something new. Massachusetts, there's a lot from, like, Pennsylvania and New Jersey. I don't know why. I've been to those places, but I don't know people from, like, those places other than who I've met here, so I don't know, like, why it's, like, a popular school for them. Yeah, so it's a pretty diverse campus other than race, I guess, if that's the way you want to put it. What is a typical JMU student? The typical JMU student. Cool. What is a typical JMU student? The typical JMU student. We're all pretty happy here. Like, you'll meet, like, 95% of the people here think that this place is the greatest place on earth. Like, they think this campus, this school is the greatest place on earth. Now, this wasn't my first choice, so I'm not, like, the type of person, like, I'm not that type of person who thinks that JMU is the greatest place on earth, like, the greatest place to be. I have warmed up to it, like, it's a good place, like, it's a good school, but if you meet the typical JMU student, they think this is the greatest place. They absolutely love the scenery, the way it looks. I swear every morning I wake up and I'm checking Snapchat, and I have friends who live on East Campus, and they always take a picture of the sunrise, and they're like, how could you not think this is beautiful? Like, everyone thinks this campus is so beautiful. I just find it so funny. Which it's not. It is a beautiful campus, so I thought that was, like, it's kind of funny. How are the professors there? All I have to say is make sure that you check Rate My Professor when you're signing up for your classes. Your advisors won't, like, they'll tell you not to do it because I guess some teachers, like, go on and make their own reviews, I guess, like, just to, like, I don't know why they do it, just to do what they do because they do it. But I find it, like, I'm telling you, actually my roommate just, like, withdrawed from, like, her math class. Like, she could not deal with her professor. One of mine is a little wacko, so yeah, just check Rate My Professor. Yeah. Next question, how is a local area? Is there a lot to do off campus? Harrisonburg is kind of small. Harrisonburg is, like, JMU is, like, 2/3 of the city, so it's kind of small. Off campus, there's the mall, like I was telling you. It's not very, like, lit, as people say, but, like, it's also not bad. Also, it's pretty good. I like the mall. Probably because Ulta's in it, and it's a really nice Ulta. But, let's see, what else is there? There's food off campus. A lot of people like to go out of Harrisonburg and go, like, hiking, rock climbing, stuff like that, like adventurous stuff. I'm not an adventurer, though. So downtown Harrisonburg is actually pretty nice. It's, like, the historical district, and it has, like, nice buildings and stuff like that. There's actually some pretty good food down there. Everyone here is really nice. And like, business owners, the ones who like food, like restaurant type, delivery type, because they know Harrisonburg is typically like all college students. They keep their stuff open, like their stores open really late, like especially food. I can get out of practice at 11. Like my Sunday practices are from 9 to 11 at night, and I can get out and still like order pizza or something. Like it's pretty cool. I order Chinese like every day, so it's fine. That's just, I don't know. There's not much to do off campus, but there's enough. See what I'm saying? Next question. How are the dorms? This is a long one. Do I have time to sit here? Okay, yeah, I have time to sit here and talk to you about the dorms. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 like sections. 5 sections you can live in. I don't quote me on that one. There is Treehouse, Lakeside, Village, Bluestone, Skyline. I think that's everything. So I feel kind of... Oh, and Hillside. How could I forget Hillside? And Hillside. So what is that? 5, 6? One of those. I'll just like talk about the memorable ones. In Lakeside, you have what they call the Dirty Bird. It's called Eagle Hall, but everyone around here calls it the Dirty Bird because it's about, I think it's 10 floors or something like that. I can actually see it from my dorm, from my like window. I think it's 10 floors. The elevator doesn't work that often, but I heard like, I think they have air conditioning, so if you live there, like honestly, that's great because majority of freshmen get Village. We don't have air conditioning. I live in Village. I live in Frederickson Hall. It's one of the, I think there's like 6 or 8 Village dorms. There's no air conditioning. We have heat, but we don't have air conditioning. The greatest thing about living in Village is it's a great location. It's in the middle of everything. So if you do get Village, like don't feel bad like that because you don't have air conditioning and like the first month is really bad. Just bring a whole bunch of fans. Like my roommate and I had, I think 4 fans or something like that. So just bring fans. It's not like you have to pay for electricity. Like just bring fans. It's a great location. I live right across the street from the football field. Like it's my dorm and then I have to cross the street. There's a bookstore and there's the stadium. So like when games start at 3 and all the stuff is free, I'm one of those first 2,000 who can get like everything, and I can get to all of my classes within 10 to 15 minutes. It's just like the rooms are a little smaller. I can't move my drawers, stuff like that. If you live in Skyline is absolutely amazing other than the location. Skyline has bigger rooms, air conditioning. It has a hall style bathroom, but honestly, I was over there and it doesn't seem that bad. The only problem with living in Skyline is you only have 2 things. You have E-Hall and Festival, which I would get kind of tired of those things just because it's like the same stuff every day other than Chicken Nugget Thursday. And it's far from main campus, so it's kind of far. Bluestone, from what I've heard, Bluestone is a great place. I think they like just renovated some of the Bluestone dorms. So yeah. So and I heard they're pretty nice over there. I haven't been in one yet, but it's nice. Treehouse, I don't know much about Treehouse. Treehouse is kind of like, but that's the thing, like the only people who really know about Treehouse is like the people who live in Treehouse and the people who are friends with the people who live in Treehouse. Like I don't know anything about Treehouse. My big sister's, she's not actually my sister, but my big sister's boyfriend lived in Treehouse last year, and he said it's kind of just like no one really knows about it, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of just by itself. It's in the back, so no one really goes that way. So that's cool. Hillside's actually a good location too. It's fine. It's pretty cool over in Hillside. They have air conditioning as well. Everyone has air conditioning except Village. So college, am I right? Let's just go to the next question. Is it true that people are kind of stuck up there? It depends on who you're talking to. It's like high school, but like a lot of people just don't care. You know, like there are some stuck up people here, don't get me wrong, but it shouldn't affect you. Like, you really shouldn't. College is just like, you just don't care anymore. You don't care what people think. And the thing is, like, I can act super crazy in front of people, and I might never see them again. Like, especially here at JMU, there's like 10,000 of us here. I just, you know, it kind of just doesn't matter. You just do what you want to do. You can wear, say, do whatever you want, and pretty sure everyone's just like, okay, whatever, you know. So, like, don't fear anything like that. 8, how busy is the campus on a regular day? This campus is busy all the time. Well, except Sunday. Ooh, my voice. Except like Sunday. This campus is particularly busy. Yeah, pretty much all the time. You'll see people all the time. Especially like football game Saturday. I include Saturdays because of football games. Because tailgates start at like 9, 10 a.m. Not kidding. So this campus is busy all the time. There's always something to do. Always somewhere to be. Always someone at the library. Always someone walking around doing something. You know, like I said, like my practices, I have Sunday practices from 9 to 11. 9 to 11 at night. There's always something to do here. Don't you worry. It's a busy campus. There are buses. I don't know of any buses that run past like 9 o'clock, but you can find your way around somehow. Uber, I think they're called Safe Rides or something like that. Sober drivers. There's a way you can find your way around. Those are the end of those questions. But if anyone else, yeah. So yeah, that's just like, those are just like the typical things about JMU that like I feel or someone else felt like, you know, y'all needed to know. JMU, you know, JMU is a good school. It really is. It's a good school. It's a good atmosphere. It's just a nice place to be. So don't take the fact that it's not super diverse in, you know, race, or that it's, you know, you might have it's a chance that you'll be living in a non-air conditioned dorm. It'll just make you appreciate it more. Make you appreciate air conditioning way more. I do just want to say that wherever you guys decide to go, just make sure you do your research and have fun, you know. Like I said, this wasn't my first choice at all. I didn't think that I'd be, well, in the back of my mind, I kind of like knew I'd be going here, but I denied it until I like had to face it, and I was like, well, okay, yeah, this is where I'm going to school. So, but yeah, let me know if you guys have any more questions. I can always do second, third, fourth Q&A video, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. My channel is SydneeJacleen. Also my Instagram, SydneeJacleen, or you could also follow my makeup Instagram, which is just SydneeJacleen 2. Follow me on Snapchat at EEDOOUBL_EE. I know that is so awful. I'm waiting for the day that Snapchat gives you the permission to change your name, because when I do, I will change it to SydneeJacleen, but for now it's just E with 2 O's and underscore after the L and 2 E's. Yeah, what else? Twitter, SydneeJacleen. My name is pretty much SydneeJacleen anywhere if you need to find me except Snapchat. My Snapchat, oh, so sorry. My Snapchat was on like only my friends, like only the people who I friended back could see it, so it was kind of like private. But I opened it up, so now like feel free to follow me and you'll be able to see my Snap story and stuff like that. I kind of just like post selfies or funny things that happen on campus or off campus when I'm with my friends. I guess it just shows you the college life around here. In the meantime, hope you guys have a great day wherever you are, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.